Hey, the realest gang, I'm back with another video, and in today's video I have another word, and today's word is remember why these people are not in your life. Because I know a lot of us, a lot of us have been reminiscing on the past. A lot of us have been thinking about a specific person. A lot of us have been having those thoughts like, well, am I missing out on something? Well, we had chemistry and this and that. Like, it just went this way. And you're having all these thoughts and, like, doubts. And you're kind of, like, in a denial that this would work out. The way that I got this revelation was through a dream. The dream actually is not of a person that I was ever with, but God revealed to me that a lot of people are coming back. It was a series of dreams too, but this specific dream is the dream that really made me want to give this word. Basically, in the dream, right? Okay, so this was a boy that I had a crush on, like in high school. Those high school days are over, but like I was really crushing on him. Like every time I would see him, I would try to show off. And you know, the little girl type of puppy love, lovey-dovey type thing. When you're like infatuated with a person, when you're like feeling a person, you get what I'm saying? So I had a crush on this boy, and you know, I would do things to show off in front of him. Like any other girl would when they have a crush. You get what I'm saying? You're feeling butterflies in your stomach and all of that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, females. But yeah, let's get back to the dream. So in the dream, the only thing I can remember was that this person was walking by and he was looking at me. And as I did in person before, I was showing off for this dude. And I was looking at him to see if he was noticing me. And he did notice me, but he was giving me like a look of not uninterest, but he was just like looking nonchalant in that sense. And this is something that God also pointed out to me as well. I remember like he had like black clothes, and black signifies, I don't want to say death, but it doesn't signify something good. You get what I'm saying? So he was dressed in all black. Like he had a black hat, black fit, everything was black. So this is how I know it's something that's not right. Because I was just like trying to like dance in front of him. And he took like a glimpse, like he was just checking me out. And then like he leaves because it was like in a store setting. In my head, I was like, oh yeah, he's feeling me. I don't know, but that was the dream. And me and this person were never together. We never really had deep conversations. We just would say hi to each other and whatever. Not even a situationship, none of that. Also, it's just weird because I had a dream of him before, and then it was kind of like deja vu. Like he followed me on Facebook and started liking my pictures the day after I had the dream. And I was like, yo, like, am I tripping? And the thing is, I honestly do not think about this person at all. You know, he pops up on my feed, on my Instagram feed sometimes, but I don't even watch people's stories like that. I'm not really on Instagram like that unless I post my dog or whatever the case may be. But yeah, like, I'm not really thinking about other people, but I'm having dreams of people in my past and all of that as well. So this is another indicator, like people are trying to come back into your life. I just had an incident. Let me tell y'all, I had an incident with an ex, and he's trying to come back into my life as well, sending people to talk to me because I blocked this person. It was a counterfeit, and all of these people who are being sent are counterfeits, okay? And you have to do your due diligence in knowing if it's a counterfeit or not. You have to use your discernment and pray to God and spend time with God to know these people by their fruits. You kind of will, but I'm saying like in that stage of getting to know a person, you won't know them like that. You have to learn a person. So not study them, but like study them. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, let me say back to what I was saying with my ex. He's hitting me up and he's like just sending people to text me and to harass me in that sense. And it's kind of like annoying. It's like, why are you sending people? And then he's sending people to stalk me and all of that. And it's just like, get a life, But anyways, a lot of people are trying to come back into your life. Why? Because your spirit, your light inside, filled their demons. The devil is going to send his people, counterfeits, into your life, or he's going to send people back into your life from your past. And either way it goes, these are people from your past. You might have had a crush on them, been with them, situationship, ex, whatever. Somebody obviously from your past, right? It's people in general just coming. The first one is the people who are coming back from your past, who you actually have relationships with and all of that. Okay, let's talk about that. And this is why I said, remember why you cut them off. Remember why they're not in your life. Okay, that's the first one. Then the second one is that the devil is going to send people who you had crushes on and, all of that. And we're going to get into that. But first, let me get into the first one, which was, remember why these people are not in your life, guys. Okay? These people are not in your life because something went wrong. And not to say that in your kingdom marriage, everything is going to go right. But you guys are going to walk through it with God. But in this relationship or situationship, there was no foundation. There was no God. There was nothing. Okay? Remember why you cut them off. You might have cut them off because they were childish. They were liars. They were gaslighters. They were manipulators. They were all these things that you just didn't want to settle for. And remember the fact that if you go back, you're just delaying it even more. You're having withdrawal symptoms. Okay, yes, you are. It's like getting off of a drug, right? You get off of a drug, you have withdrawal situations, right? Where you're feeling like you don't want to go back, but you do at the same time. Because it's a sense of comfort. And a lot of addicts will tell you this. They don't want to do the drug, but since they're so used to it, since it was a daily usage, they gotten used to it. It was a sense of comfort. It was a sense of comfort within their emotions, within their mental state. So, of course, you're going to have withdrawal symptoms. You're going to be thinking about the person. You're going to be feeling like, I'm missing out or whatever the case may be. But you have to realize that you cut this person out of your life for a reason. Whether if a friend, an ex, whatever. You cut this person off for a reason. And the reason is because they were for a season. Oh, Lord Jesus, I said something right there. It's because they were for a season. And when you're for a season, you're just for that season. I was just watching something yesterday. And it says that you can be compatible with a demon. The thing is, when you're with someone, right? You may be with them because you can relate to their dysfunction. But what happens when you say, oh, I want someone to be at the bottom with me, right? But what happens when you reach to the top, when you're going to the top? Will they be there? Or will they be stuck in their dysfunction? And I never really thought about it like that. And what he said, it was so true. And I know that a lot of us could relate. Okay, guys? And that's essentially what it is. The devil sends his people, these counterfeits. It's not necessarily that they're bad people. It's just that their morals, their moral codes, and their belief system don't align with yours. And that is a very big issue. They might be the perfect person in different areas, but if they're not that person with you within the spiritual realm, and if they don't pour into you spiritually, it's not going to work. Because when you come to them, right, when you come to them and you're like wanting to pray or wanting to read the Bible, you have to do it all on your own. You can't include this person, because then the person is going to seem annoyed. The person is going to be angry or mad that you're even bringing it up. So that just means that they have no respect for your belief system and your moral codes and all of that. And then you fall into their, how can I say it? You fall into their belief systems and moral codes, which is sinning, which is, probably fornicating, adultery, all of that, because you wanted to please this person. We have to see it in that standpoint of view. So not everything that glitters is gold. Okay? We have to understand that. A person could be the perfect person, the best person in different aspects. But like I said, if they're not that person within the spirit, within your spirit and all of that, and they don't have a relationship with God, it's not going to work out. Okay? Understand that. And then we have the other person, where the devil is going to send. Okay? The crushes that you had on before. The people who you wanted to talk to, but it just never had the opportunity. And why are they coming into your life? Because it's this illusion that the devil knows, if you're in that vulnerable state, that you can create this illusion that, I didn't try it with this person, so now I could try it. But essentially, what the dream told me is that this person is full of darkness. And like I said, it doesn't have to be that this person is necessarily bad. It doesn't. But the way that they operate is not godly, is not honorable to God. And the reason why these people are coming into your life is for your light. A lot of these people are filled with depression, anxiety, things that are of the world. Right? Because God is not the author of all of that. He brings us peace, joy, all of that. Us as believers, we have that. So we have to understand that this is a spiritual world. Like I said in my other video, this is a spiritual world. So we're actually energies. When we're talking with people, we're exchanging energies. And not saying that in a new age way. It's just the truth. We're spirits in a human body. Because what happens when we die? This flesh decomposes, it dies, turns into dust, but our soul and our spirit still lives on, in a sense. We have to understand, when somebody comes across a person, like the chosen ones, their presence is very strong. Because essentially, I'm not saying that we're God, but we have God in us. So when somebody is away from God, imagine if we didn't have God in this world, right? How destructive, how crazy things would be, right? So that's how it is with these people. That's how it is with us chosen ones. These people cannot live without us. Their source of happiness and of joy will come through us. Their successes will come through us. Because the thing is, we pray for these people. We talk to these people. We treat them like human beings, while other people out here just treat them like they're some type of machines or some robots or whatever the case may be that is negative. We don't treat them like that. We treat them like a real human being that has feelings, that has emotions, that we understand. So, of course, nobody is going to want to let that up. Nobody is going to want to let the next person have that, even though they might be treating you in a sense where it's just not right. They don't want nobody else to have you. And this is the case for me. Like, I've seen it firsthand with other people. And in my situation, it's happening as well. My ex's sister just texted me. She was like, that the person I was with is like angry, wants to hear from me, and just like struggling. You get what I'm saying? Just struggling with his emotions and all of that. And I was just thinking like, well, what about me? And that's the thing, that these people are selfish with their emotions. They want everything for themselves. Like, they don't think about the other person. They're just worried about themselves. You get what I'm saying? So in that case scenario, it's just not a us thing. They're just worried about how they feel, their feelings, and all of that. And this is why they're coming back, because they want you to validate their feelings. They want to feel good again. They want to feel a sense of living. You get what I'm saying? Like, without you, they cannot feel alive. Because I seen a TikTok, right? And it was like, everyone is so robotic. Everyone is so like, they're not here. You get what I'm saying? And I've seen that. I've felt it. And a lot of these people feel it too. These narcissists and these people, they feel it. And the thing about us chosen ones is that we're authentic. We act like ourselves in front of anyone and everyone. We don't put up a front. And this is what we need nowadays. People who don't put up a front. And this is why these people are missing your authenticness and your light and all of that, because your light shines the dark through them. Okay? You see how it was kind of dull before and how the light shined a little bit more? That's how it is with these people who need us in their life. Okay? The thing is, you don't need them because you essentially have God. God is your peace. God is your source. God is your everything. Your joy. These people don't have nothing. They're literally dead inside, like a zombie. A zombie is living, but it's dead at the same time. And that's how these people are. They're just zombies. And this is why they need your life. They need your light. They need whatever you bring to the table, because also it makes them look good. So that goes into another effect of their validation. You make these people look like and feel like they're unstoppable. Like they can do anything through it all. Through the good times, the bad times, the rough times. And they see that. They felt that. And now that it's gone, it's like they're having realizations and they're thinking like, dang, what did I do? Why did I do this? You know? But what God is saying is, do not let these people in. Don't let the counterfeits in, or the new people that you had crushes on or whatever come in. Because that's just going to lead you to death. What are the wages of sin? Death. And you don't have to be physically dead, but you're going to be spiritually dead. You're going to be emotionally dead, mentally dead. They're going to drain you. Okay, so this is kind of like a warning in a sense. So like I always say, guys, that's all I have for today. Like I always say, read your Bible, spend time with God, because we're just here with a word or whatever the case may be. And like I always say, be real and stay real, because once you are the realest, you cannot go back to the lies. So I'm going to catch y'all until next time.